Zealand gathered 19 other creators for an FM league called The League. We drafted our teams based on these criteria and faced off. This was my squad, which brought fear into nobody. But we were in first place after one game. At the end of the first session, I was in 8th place, which would be enough for a playoff spot. Then we had session 2, and everything began to fall apart. I went 8 fixtures without a win, including 4 losses in a row. However, a 0-0 draw to first place stands thanks to Steve Mandanda's heroics brought a sign of life. On match day 16, can we reverse our fortunes with last place second yellow card? It's a bottom of the table clash, and my hope is to keep possession. But instead, he did. The first opportunity arrived 30 minutes in, where our restricted set piece routines left a man open at the top of the box, which led to a Leroy Sané banger. No worries, we'd find success from a corner ourselves with Brais Mendes. Prior to halftime though, Gaia on the left found Sabitzer in the box, who passed across to a wide open Phil Foden. Our struggle to create clear chances from open play shifted our narrow 4-2-2 to a wide variation. We conceded a penalty right away. Soboslai sent Steve the wrong way, and not long later, we conceded a 4th. Luckily, it's offside. Then I took a book out of Stanz's playbook, triple trequartista, along with other stuff. Not sure if the changes were effective or if our opponents got complacent, as some passes from a free kick leads to Harry Kane narrowing the margin. Second yellow card immediately hits the post. We're still alive for about 10 minutes as Max Aarons finds João Pedro. I proceed to lose my minds on my center backs. At the end of the day, his side is playing football while we are relying on miracles like this Ugarte banger and Harry Kane from a corner. Suddenly, it's tied. Despite our own players trying to sabotage each other and Tamori nearly pulling off the impossible, we survived. The triple trequartista seems to be our new formation, which we wouldn't use against Goggles 11. Managed by Tom Stokes, who's using 3 strikers. Got a throw in, which is promising. Robinson to Malero, Ugarte, Depay, Memphis. He scores! A great start, but we have to anticipate any danger from our opponent. Come on, it's not that difficult, guys. It's not that difficult! Just pass the ball properly! I'm not sure if the holidays were around the corner because our defenders were in a giving mood as a wayward shot smacked Shutalo and bounced into our net. Then... how are we not clearing that off the line? Are you kidding me? 2 own goals? It took 30 minutes into the second half to play football again, but Moder's strike was too little too late as the losing returns. We're in 19th place. Even the Gooners were ahead of us. Next up is Run the Foot Market, aka Nick, who me and my friends are big fans of. Before this tournament, my friends were telling me that I have to beat Pick. I decided to finally use the triple trequartistas, and he's using my former formation. He's in 5th, so clearly the shape works. I think the difference is that he has Florian Wirtz, and I have Martin Odegaard, who's been dropped. The first notable piece of action is in the 27th minute, as we play some great football and see Molero give us the lead. We have to remain calm, because I remember what happened last time when I had a lead. My starting 11 didn't remember, as we lose possession, which eventually leads to Hernandez's equalizer. Our side continued to squander possession. However, before halftime, his team would actually lose the ball, and we countered with Brais Mendes in behind, but he hit the post. After the interval, the action calmed down until the 90th minute, where Hernandez got injured. Nick used all his subs, so while he went super defensive, we tried to attack. And in the 94th minute, we win it back. Kane, he's trying to save his life. Truffert down the wing. Truffert, cross in. Kane blocked. Moder whips it in. Just wide. No victory here, but that might have been our best performance in maybe 10 games. To officially get through the halfway point, we faced Clates. Top in the form table and the general table. He has 2 players I probably should have had. I picked Kane instead of Salah, and Salah is doing work. I later blundered with my Nuno Mensch pick. Shit. and he has him. Plus, there's a Natsio. However, we survived until the hour mark where Odegaard got subbed in. We won the second ball from there. Odegaard, man! You let me down every day! Odegaard, man, what are you doing? After a bunch of changes, Odegaard receives the ball and actually does something, which leads to a Harry Kane equalizer. I'd be thrilled with this result. With 5 to go though, he easily bypasses my midfield, my center backs move out of position, and Vlahovic takes the lead. He'd earn his hat-trick as I left with another loss. Afterwards, to the media, Clate says this league is too easy. Bruh, you're not wrong.
But you didn't have to say it.
We're in the second half of the season, and our first opponent is Kurt. Previously, we put on a snooze fest, but how about now? To begin, a Kurt corner leads to the taker receiving the ball again, and with a lot of space, his shot or pass deflects off my defender and in. The snow may be blinding our vision. Happens when your stadium is in Canada. Harry Kane doesn't get that excuse because what the hell is that miss? The more time went by, the more I wished my initial 2 picks were Salah and Verts. Still, we created chances, hitting the bar prior to the break, and Depay missed a good opportunity. From the restart, it took a couple minutes for some action. Horta of all players is sent in behind. It's a tough angle, so we should... I can't lie, I'm pretty salty, but we finally took a chance, with Openda showing up for once. Looking at this rationally, we've created chances, so we have to hope the boys can stay concentrated when those opportunities arrive. Depay do it this time. He does! Don't give Depay 2 chances to score, because he will hopefully score once. Robinson to Depay. Depay finds Dalot. Yes! Oh my days, Dalot has scored! 3-2 for the Chroo! An incredible comeback and our first victory in 13 matches. We also moved up to 17th place with another opportunity to go up versus Musterman. Kurt would eventually be expelled from the league for reasons that don't involve me, unless my remontada led to that. Probably not. Our opening triumph versus Musterman was false hope. But we can build that hope up with another victory. He is at home, which can change things. And it did. Darami hit me out of nowhere with a brace as we couldn't find a shot on target until added time. Revenge for Musterman and potential despair for me. Failure continued against Mula Gang, aka Zims. With Olivier Giroud playing out of his mind, his 3-striker attack led me to use a 3-back. I just copied his base shape, simply using 2 strikers instead of 3. We saw promising signs, as with a half hour to go, Kane gets us within 1. In the last 5 minutes, Depay nearly got an equalizer. At the end of the day, a bad start ruined our efforts. However, we got a massive takeaway from the result, with a new formation to try. We'd use it versus Robbo, since he embarrassed me before with 3 strikers. He didn't use a 3-striker formation. Nonetheless, we were able to give a chance to Tajon Buchanan. The Canadian was on nobody's radar, but on his debut, Buchanan though, Tajon Buchanan, cross in, Palacios off the post! Let's go, Anthony! Robinson gets the rebound. Kane to Depay. Is he gonna find Buchanan? Yes, he does. Buchanan gets by him. Gets by another man. Tajon Buchanan! See if that works out for him. Palacios to Buchanan. Buchanan with a brace. What? We may have gotten a ton of luck with this poor finishing. Still, a win is a win, and that would be needed for session 4. It's important not to dwell on the past and think about what's to come. Not because of this book on stoicism, but because our schedule no longer shows the first part of our season. It begins with Lolujo, where an Ugarte masterclass put him down previously. Still, he's in a solid position, although he's playing an interesting back line. We stuck with a 3-back with Buchanan as a defensive winger, who provided Harry Kane a tap-in. The Canadian would appear again from the aftermath of a corner and grabbed goals in consecutive games. Lolujo's experiment and questionable backline did not help him with 2 more goals scored. A stunning result to begin the session, which led to questions like,
Chat asks, why do we only turn up against Lolujo?
Because it's your cup final.
I guess so.
We're still behind Macwell's Gooners, which isn't good. Although we can't worry about them yet, as we host a struggling Manny. 3 wins in a row would be incredible, and the opportunities found were promising. Those escalated in the second half, but Harry Kane and Openda missed big chances. And worst of all, Openda! When you don't take what's given, you'll soon regret it, as a Manny corner led to a first-time pass from Bruno to find an open Cristiano Ronaldo. We failed to respond, as Manny is the victor. Next up is the Gooners, who are now 4 points above us. Kind of embarrassing for me when the guy had 1 hour to prepare for the campaign. Nevertheless, the manager Macwell has been receiving tons of help from his assistant, Brazilian Fury. It's similar to when people thought Klopp was a motivation merchant, while his assistant then, Buvac, was the brains. A win is a must, and the weather is in our favor. Early on, the Gooners lost Boniface due to injury. With no physical threat, our defenders were on cruise control. To be honest, not a lot happened until the 42nd minute, where a pass to Kane led to him being clobbered by Shqiri, an absolutely disgraceful tackle. The opposing manager on the sideline was screaming in anger though, calling for corruption and asking if I PayPal'd the referee. Of course I didn't. As Harry Kane, who has been doubted by many, slots in the pen. In the second half, our opponent's danger was minimal, as the Gooners gooned a little too hard. We trailed them in the table, but hopefully the form can continue. It looked to be that way against FC Pompeii, Arture's team. He wasn't available for this encounter, and his assistant had a tough time. Initially, I decided to give Odegaard a chance, and he quickly disappointed me as I nicknamed him Loserguard for always losing the ball. That immediately got retracted as he assisted Kane for the opener. Prior to the interval, Palacios pulls off a Ronaldo chop and finds Kane at the back post for our second. Victory seemed to be ours, but Arture's assistant Chroo made some crazy adjustments, and the risks he made worked right away. Before I analyzed the changes, he got one back and unluckily got another chalked off. I decided to stay resolute, but with 15 minutes to go, my defender's poor marking led to his equalizer. With less than 10 to go, the momentum seemed to be with FC Pompeii, yet an error by his defender let Kane win the ball high, only to shoot like he was high. Fair play to our opponent. He made the right decisions and avoided a negative result. I can't complain much about that. Next up is work the space. We narrowly lost away from home to him previously, and with him in second chasing Clates and off a 7-1 victory over Lolujo, the result seemed obvious. Martin Odegaard. I thought that was in. Oh, we score from the second chance. Openda. Odegaard is driving forward. Odegaard loses it, but we get it back. Palacios, Kane. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard again cuts in. And Odegaard makes it too. His first goal of the season. It's taken 27 games or 28 games, but Odegaard has finally showed up. Buchanan, can he return to good form? He does! Work the space, more like offer the space. Oh, and he scores off the corner. That's kind of unlucky. Buchanan, Kane sent in. I think he's off. Is he off or is he on? There's no discussion with VAR. Openda makes it 4-1 thanks to Harry Kane's smart pass and run. Well done to ourselves. We've done well. In the previous 5 fixtures, I wanted 9 points, and we got 10, which shot us up into 13th, above the Gooners. Next up is Omega Luke. we lost. I could go into more detail, but his system dominated ours. Any tweaks I tried did nothing, and we couldn't manage a shot on target. Fair play to him. The final game of this session is Zealand. Coming out of a plane in shorts and flip-flops, he got the shock of Canadian winter. However, this isn't going to be an easy match, with Scott McTominay absolutely cooking for him.
I mean, I'm glad I don't have to play him.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
Oh, Tajon Buchanan with the assist. Oof.
Please, somebody find McTominay. There he is. Pen.
Oh, outside the box, please.
Ref!
Kimmich versus Emmy.
Dancing.
Yeshua.
Ooh! Unfortunately, we couldn't prevent Zealand's team from passing around us to find the equalizer. Chances continued to pile up.
Kimmich.
Oh, can
Doku.
someone mark somebody?
There he is! There he is! It's Scott McTominay again! Oh, flood of Scotland. When will we see your like again?
I made several changes, including the shift to a narrow shape I've not ever used. And against the run of play, Martin Odegaard is found and gets us back in the match. Then, another miracle occurred.
Oh, is he gonna...
People
Wow.
know what the...
Only an offside can save your goalkeeper's blushes there. And it is. Damn it.
A few more shots arrived from Z, but we managed to hold him off for a decent draw. Heading over for a handshake, he just stood there, staring at the ground, quiet as I reached my hand out. It became quite awkward as I stood there for 10 seconds, where then he turned his head in my direction and said,
Get rid of this snow nonsense, you Canadian. Unbelievable. Have to play in the snow. Ugh.
and ran off. With 8 to go, we fell down to 15th, 10 points behind 8th place, which is a playoff spot. It's not an impossible margin to close, but we need good results right away. And that begins with the FM chef RDF, who wasn't here, so we played his assistant. It didn't look good initially for him, as Scalvini...
But Scalvini is 2. He takes too much time. Openda gets by 1. Openda opens the scoring against nothing.
They'd respond with Garnacho, who's found wide open, and does this. Early in the second half, we win the ball off a throw-in, which leads to Openda found on the left, who subsequently finds Harry Kane. Nothing major followed as a victory began our run for top 8. Next is Tom FM. If you think I had it bad earlier, look at Tom, who had a run of losses that would rival Sunderland. However, he did defeat Lolujo right before to end the run. During our match, I did score first, but afterwards, instead of managing the game at all, we had a nice 90-minute chat about managing, traveling Europe, and the weather. We even found something we shared, a Polish ancestry. I won the encounter, and Tom believed I could achieve top 8. I appreciated that, as we faced Muno next. She stunned me in our previous encounter with a loss at home, but now she wasn't here. That didn't stop the drama.
Ooh! What is Ramiro doing? Harry Kane! Outside there, Palacios is open. Palacios has scored. Don't force it, Aguerd. Aguerd, what are you doing? What the hell is this? Off the post? Oh, when that. Oh, that is a bad missed interception. And tap in Scamacca. Headed back to Luis, to Berardi. Damn! Okay, Adeyemi. Like, what is that? Go like this. And we're gonna bring on Depay as a flank forward on attack. Right, Odegaard, free kick. Oh! Martin Odegaard, what a goal! Whips it in. Kane, cleared away. Depay, bicycle kick! He won the ball back. Odegaard, on the move. Odegaard. Depay. Openda's open, but Openda, it might be offside. It isn't offside. Let's go. You love to see it. GG's, great man. GG's, why I call him GG's, man.
Currently 5 points behind 8th, we face the man who just dropped out of that spot, Stance. I will never forget Steve Mandanda's masterclass. Back then, Stans was first, but he has collapsed since then, and felt that match was his downfall. What will happen this time? His continued collapse and our continued rise? Or will the switch flip again? We both used a similar shape, but that seemed to favor him, as a cross in the 30th minute led to Musiala's opener. Dibu Martinez needed to make some big saves afterwards to wake us up, yet our offense couldn't break down Stans' shape. At the break, I blundered, as I accidentally told my 11 that I was proud of their efforts, and that caused nothing to happen for us. A 1-0 loss puts a roadblock on our dream for top 8, and second yellow card shattered that dream. Unhappy with the draw last time, I presume, he drilled his side on defensive solidity, as a Sabitzer goal was enough to shut us down. Why not speak more about it? Well, I'm doing as much talking as my team attacked on the pitch. 2 losses in a row nearly ended our top 8 ambition, and a third would leave that dream in my journal forever. Stokes had resigned from Goggles 11 and was taken over by Adler, Zealand's brother, and this man turned a good club into one of the best. Alexander Isak dominated the league, and I took a brunt of that. A 2-0 loss which saw me earn a sole shot on target. The dream is dead. So what is there to play for?
What happened?
I can't let a team called the Gooners finish above me. There are 2 matches left, and I'm 5 points behind him. If I don't finish above, I will never hear the end of it. We need to win our final 2 games, while he can only get 1 point. His opponents are tough, with Adler and Nick, which is fantastic news for me. Well, I have to face Nick too, along with first place Clates. The odds weren't in my favor. The match versus Nick, he's off. Darwin was off. Darwin Nunez was off, surely. Yeah, Darwin was off. I watch him on a week-to-week basis. Playing it slow, so slow that he could see the pass coming. Brilliant. Oh, Verts, please no Verts. Big miss by Pedri, damn. I don't know, maybe go more balanced. Maybe lower the passing range. What am I doing? I'm playing Ugarte as a deep line playmaker. Have I just noticed that now? No wonder we haven't been able to create anything with all our possession. Maybe, I don't know. 25th minute, Odegaard ain't doing it, but neither is Palacios, so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that, and bring on Brais Mendes. Don't cross to Leao. Damn! Alright, put you there, put Buchanan on, do that. Okay, highlight here. None of our changes played out yet. If we score, we're back. Openda, Ugarte, Buchanan, please. Let's go, Buchanan! I'm pretty sure that's onside. Cancel those changes. Hernandez. Don't let him cross. How? How? How does he win that? Offside? Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't have any more subs? That is annoying. Don't have much else I can do. Go attacking. That sucks. All right, throw in late. 90th minute. Buchanan nutmegs a man. Buchanan. Let's go. Brais Mendes gets the tap in. Need one more. We can't loot. We can't draw. Draw's not enough, I don't think. Very attacking. Last few minutes. Corner kick the pie. Top of the box to Odegaard. Brais! Let's go. Stealing one late. Oh my days. Oh my, that is so not deserved. What a win, man. Holy. 3 points behind Mackwell. He needed to lose, while I must defeat Clates. You could argue that I gifted Clates the league. Salah, Nuno Mensch, and Inacio. My stadium is literally called the Inacio Stadium. With him having nothing to play for, I considered sending a message saying, relax, use the players who haven't gotten game time. However, I decided not to look pathetic. Maybe some mercy will be shown.
What the fuck is that? What? 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 Did he just do? What the fuck is that? What?
Yeah, I got wrecked. Worst of all, the Gooners lost to Nick. We could have finished above him. Instead, all the mistakes I've made for the last month have costed me my pride. The Gooners let their voices be heard, and I had to take it. Maybe I should retire from FM.